In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the changes to the message log as well as other user-faced things inside of Command 2.1. So traditionally, the message log had two different modes. It had a primary mode where you could take a look at all the different items and have little groups to provide more information on it. And it also had a special mode that you could enable that would show raw text as it starts to appear. In this particular case, there's been some modifications in order to make it a little bit more usable. At the very basic level, you can switch to the raw view by pressing the raw button here. Selecting it again, we'll go ahead and switch over to the interview where you'll be able to have all the different components. Now what we'll do is we'll advance our scenario a little bit to go ahead and generate some more items for this message log. All right. So now you'll notice as new messages start arriving into the log, it'll start to populate this little list at the top that gives you the ability to turn specific messages types on and off. For example, if I just wanted to concentrate on new air contacts, I could shut everything off, leaving just new air contact as an option. If I wanted to concentrate on just weapon contacts, I could also enable that as well. Notice that whenever we switch to that mode, it'll go ahead and show any specific spot if we hold our mouse over it to let us know exactly where that particular thing took place as well as what time. At any point, of course, we could switch to the raw option, which will go ahead and display only the text related to it. So for example, if you wanted to go to contact change, you can see all the relationships between the different contact changes as well. Now at any time I can press this button right here, which will cause the message log to now pop out, giving us the ability to go ahead and take a look at it directly. If I were to close this window, it would return the message log back to its previous place. Notice at any point you can clean out the message log by pressing Control M. The next feature we're going to take a look at is the new interactive analysis settings. To get to these, go to the editor, and then select Interactive Analysis Settings. Traditionally, when you had to do interactive analysis inside Command PE, what you would have to do is edit an INI file with the desired effects. Now what we can do is we can open up this map, or this little window right here, and we can actually not only turn it on and off by pressing this button here, but we can also select what folder we want the data to go to. We can select what type of data we'd like to export. And we can go ahead and set some special options for that particular data we're working on. For example, if we wanted to simply show just our fuel consumed, we could set this right here to fuel consumed under my CSV settings with CSV selected, and then I can simply disable any other functions that I do not need. Keep in mind at any point we can stop that analysis. The next feature we're going to take a look at is the new revised mission editor. To do that, simply press Control F11. Or, if you prefer, you can simply go up to the mission reference and go to the mission editor. The new mission editor now gives you several new capabilities. Namely, it gives you the ability to filter available units by simply clicking them on and off. It also gives you the ability to filter units on specific missions. And, more importantly, it now gives you the new ability to create flight plans for assigned aircraft. But we'll take a look at that in another video. Let's say I want to go ahead and create a patrol mission inside of this area. I simply select Add, type in the name of the mission I'd like to. Now it's simply a mission of dialing in the different types of mission options. So I'm going to select on Patrol, I'll do AAW Patrol, I'll press OK, and now I'll simply assign the units I wish to add for this mission. Since there's a lot of information up here, I'm going to go ahead and narrow it down to just show me the aircraft. That looks pretty good. I already have a flight of 2 F-35Bs. Unfortunately, or I should say fortunately in this case, they're already set to the correct size, so I'm simply going to add them to the flight. Now this flight here of F-35Bs are going to be immediately ordered to go ahead and head into the zone after it completes the existing movement. The next thing we're going to take a look at is the new ability to plot courses by right-clicking. Now, conventionally, when we wanted to plot a course, we simply clicked on a unit, pressed F3, and then selected the different points of the course. Now what we can do is we can simply right-click where we would like our aircraft or any unit that we're selected to go. If you hold down the Shift key after placing one place, you now have the ability to place multiple waypoints in a specific area. The next feature we're going to take a look at is the ability to intercept as well as fire specific weapons automatically. So in this case, I've noticed some bogeys. So what I'm going to have my F-35s do is to automatically intercept them. So I'm going to hold down the Shift key on my keyboard, right-click on one of the bogeys, then press the intercept option. What this will do is immediately order these aircraft to ignore their previous orders and immediately go ahead and call up their full afterburner and start to approach a direct intercept course with those particular targets. The other thing we now have the capability to do when shift right-clicking is to engage a unit with a specific type of weapon. In this case, our F-35s are only equipped with AM-120s. If we wanted, for example, to take the CG, the Antietam, and do the exact same shift right-click, we could select Engage With, and we have a significantly more set of weapons to pick from. In this case, let's say we wanted to use one of the RIM SM-2MRs, Block 2, 3Bs. Go ahead and click it, and they would automatically engage once they get into range. As you can see, we have a couple different features that are in this in order to make it a little bit easier and a little bit simpler to kind of operate. Keep in mind at any point, if we wanted to cancel an order, we could select the unit, press U to unassign, and they will go back to their original mission.